What's going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to another video. It is your boy Jaynarc, and today we are rebuilding the Miami Dolphins. As of today, February 16th, there was 4 cuts, 2 big names, Bradley Chubb and TYREEK both got cut today. And the Dolphins freed up about like 56 to 60 million in cap space. So we're gonna see what we can do with that in Madden 26. So as you guys can see, we got Jeff Hafley as coach. We just gave the Packers defense, and they let Bobby Slowick be offensive coordinator. They promoted him to offensive coordinator, and obviously Jeff Hafley's defensive minded, so we changed the playbook to the Packers defense. So I just realized we can't even release Tyreek Hill until he comes back from his injury. So that sucks. Another person that did get cut though was Bradley Chubb. They're gonna take a penalty on releasing him, but they released him for whatever reason. Bradley Chubb's gone. And then Westbrook Ikine is also gone too. He's the wide receiver. Yeah, they released him. He's 29 years old, so they get some money out of that. They also did move on from James Daniels, but we'll wait till they get healthy to remove them. But yeah, I mean, coaching staff, everything's already changed, so all we can really do is go into free agency. We got 34 players ready to negotiate. Now, I think Cole Strange gets re-signed, depth purposes. James Daniels will be getting cut, so Cole Strange gets to come back to the team. Rest of the free agents, there's a bunch. Darren Waller, I don't think he comes back. He's asking for too much. Greg Dulcich, we don't have a tight end, so he's not interested in signing because 34 players ready to negotiate means we're going to lose out on a lot of guys here. Willie Gay Jr., the Sam linebacker position we don't really use too much, but we'll just get him back just to make sure that position is solidified. Kader Kohu, we're going to re-sign him. We just have him, Jason Hall. And we might re-sign Jack Jones just so we have that depth. I know the DBs weren't strong. Ifeatu Melifanu, he's a strong safety who could be there as a backup. We're only going to re-sign because we can't let everyone walk. We let everyone walk, we're going to have like nothing left. KJ Britt's a will linebacker. We have Tyrell Dodson, so we're pretty much set there at that will position. Ashton Davis, we're letting him walk. Larry Borum, who's a 70 overall. Wouldn't be too bad to keep him as a rotational tackle for the team. Next position we see here is Ethan Bonner. He's a cornerback. Don't really see him keep staying. Zach Wilson's here as well. Don't really see him staying. Cedric Wilson, I don't see it either. Eskridge, a lot of guys here. I'm not seeing us keeping them long term. Yeah, a lot of these guys here, I don't know. We're just going to really let them walk. Artie Burns, Quentin Bell, Caleb Johnson, 59 overall. Yeah, that doesn't make sense for us. Jake Bailey, our punter. I guess we could re-sign our punter and kicker. Riley Patterson, 26, 72 overall. Now we can move on from him. And long snapper, at least doesn't seem like we have no players that we need to re-sign there. K9 got franchise tagged, so that's a smart thing for them to do. They franchise tagged him, keeping him still. And so the Dolphins, they haven't been thinking about cutting him because if he's 2 into his deal, that'd be like an NFL record of like 99 million in cap or dead cap. So they would look to trade him. They would look to trade Tua. And I think that would be our best bet to try to trade him away, see what offers he gets. Cardinals is interested. We'd get Trey Benson, a 5th and a 7th. Jets would also be interested. We'd get a D tackle. Raiders, that would be interesting, but they're going to get Mendoza, no doubt about it. And Tua to the Steelers, I don't really see that working. So, I mean, Cardinals wouldn't be a bad option, right? I'm looking at the Bears. Cardinals wouldn't be a bad option because I guess they got rid of Kyler Murray, I guess, but he does have value. So do the Dolphins go for a quarterback though in the draft? That's another concern. Do they do that? Like, would that make sense? I mean, there's lots of positions to pick up on, and we're in a rebuild year. So Cole Strange, Austin Jackson, we have Chop Robinson, who's gonna have to, perform. That's one thing he's gonna have to do. Definitely perform. D tackle situation, I think is pretty solid. I mean, our defense is probably like looking pretty good. I mean, we could just keep developing these young guys here. So let's look at free agents. They say we're gonna need a quarterback. I'll say we'll probably need a quarterback. Elijah Vera Tucker wants to join us, but he's very injury prone, so I don't see us doing that. We're gonna need a kicker. No doubt about it. Eddie Pinheiro, I guess, since he wants to join. It's a hot state. So we'll give him a 2-year deal for Eddie Pinheiro. Not like that's our biggest concern. Cornerback, I see Chidobe Awuzie, Kobe Durant. I could see them signing Kobe Durant. I think Hafley has done his thing with young corners, smaller corners. So if we sign Kobe Durant, That's a 1-year deal for 12 million. That's a lot that he's asking for. I'd rather get a veteran on a cheaper deal. He's asking for yeah, same thing. Want a guy that wants to prove himself. So 8 mil cap hit for Jair Alexander to go to Miami. And then there's also Dax Hill. He's 25 years old. He wants a 4-year deal. Honestly, I might try for Dax Hill. Dax Hill might not be a bad pickup for this team. And right edge. So we release Bradley Chubb. So Jalen Phillips, a former Dolphin, I don't see them re-signing him. Boy Mafe just won a Super Bowl. I think we could get a guy like him to be a bridge lineman for this team. Just won a Super Bowl that he'd give us that depth that we kind of need, And offensive line, I feel like yes, we could upgrade, but we could just keep working with what we have. Tight end, Isaiah likely wouldn't want to join us. Kobe Parkinson, Austin Hooper. I feel like that could be a position we go after. Romeo Dobbs, huh? Coming to join us, you have Jalen Waddle, Malik Washington, Taj Washington. We give him an offer, Romeo Dobbs. The problem is we don't have a quarterback. Not having a quarterback, I feel, could be an issue. Could they sign Malik Willis? Malik Willis has interest. And maybe we get Malik Willis to hold it down for now. But I want to see if there's anyone we can move on from. Obviously, we'd be able to move on from TYREEK Hill. Tua, we'd have a big penalty. The penalty would hit us, but we might as well just move on from him now. Yeah, let's move on from Tua now. So we could then focus on the new quarterback that we're looking for. Oh, wow. Let's see. So Cardinals, will we send Tua to the Cardinals? That's a losing effort, but maybe connections with Mike LaFleur, maybe. I don't know. Maybe he'll like what he sees over there. Or the Jets. Maybe we could send him to the Jets. You know what? We'll send Tua to the Jets. How about that? We don't want Harrison Phillips. We could maybe go for 2 seconds. A second and a fourth. Send Tua to the Jets. They're not interested. How about a second and a 6? And send Tua over there. But honestly, we need a pick for the future. They have 3 first-round picks of next year. So how about we go for a 3rd of next year, 2nd of this year? They're not interested. Doing this, I know a 2nd straight up would work for Tua, but I want to get a little bit more. How about a 6 of next year then? Or 5 of next year. 5 of next year. No, they're not. I don't want to. The thing is, I'm not trying to give it straight up, though. 2 middle picks for Tua? Nah, we got to get that 2nd round pick. Yo, they're being so annoying. All right, let's go 2028 then. Let's go 2028. Go for a 4th. 2 years into the future, they're still not budging for it. Like, I know it's Tua, but geez, at least, like, damn, they're really just, like, not feeling that. So how about a 6th rounder? Yo, still not feeling that. Okay, so what about a 4 of this year? A 2nd of next year? Nah. A 3rd of next year. Of course that goes through. Of course that goes through. We probably still could have got that 2nd, but we moved on from Tua. Frees up some cap room for now. And now we can get a bridge quarterback for the meanwhile. Aaron Rodgers is still playing. Very interesting. Daniel Jones. We'd go negative if we try to sign him. So Malik Willis to be a bridge quarterback for now. I can see us doing that. Yeah. We'll go. Malik Willis follows Jeff Hafley down to Miami. We trying to sign Romeo Dobbs, so because it's Hafley, Hafley steals Romeo Dobbs and Malik Willis from the Packers. So let's see if that's the case. Let's see, sign free agents, my signings. So we got Dobbs, we got Willis, we got Pinero, and we got Mafe. Wow. Dax Hill is still, trying to see what he wants, for himself. Joey Bosa to the Eagles is very surprising. But Chidobe Awuzie still sitting here. I want to try for Dax Hill because he's a younger corner. So we'll give him a very player-friendly deal. Maybe he'll join us. But I think we've done okay. All right, draft is here. We have the 11th pick in the draft. We have a team that, will have to try to be serviceable. Malik Willis will be QB1 for now. And with the offense, we got we got Jalen Waddle, Romeo Dobbs, Malik Washington. I think will be a very nice crew. Offensive line could use some improvement. We're gonna honestly move on from James Daniels. He actually ended up getting cut, so we're gonna release him. He gets to go into free agency. Cole Strange will now be the starter there. Austin Jackson, I don't know. I'm not too big of a fan of him, but for now, we'll just let him be. D-line, I feel like we've done a good job with stacking that up. Cornerback, we definitely needed to get a guy here for sure. One more person. And we actually ended up keeping Jason Sanders for whatever reason, but we signed Eddie Pinheiro, who just had better accuracy. And I don't even remember us keeping Jason Sanders, so let's see if he has no value anywhere. So we're just gonna end up releasing him. And then releasing Jason Sanders, moving on from him. We got our Jake Bailey. We don't have a long snapper. I thought we did. So yeah, honestly, with our pick, 11th pick in the draft, I don't see. Wow, Raiders go Ruben Bain Jr. Okay, that's so dumb. Why would the Raiders do that? They must have got a QB. They must have got a QB. They must have got a QB though. But yeah, so I don't want us to go for a quarterback just because realistically, I don't see the Dolphins doing that. I really don't. And I don't also see them going for a wide receiver either. I think they go for the best player available, right? Or they go for a cornerback. They got Mansour Delane. I can see them going Mansour Delane, Sonny Styles. But yeah, they have Jordan Brooks, who's pretty nice. So honestly, Dolphins go Mansour Delane. We didn't even look for draft picks. We just wanted to. Jeff Hafley wanted a lockdown corner, and he gets him. And I think that's a very solid pickup for this team. And with the second round here, I know we need a tight end. If he's available, we'll try to get it. If not, we'll just keep it pushing, of course. But tight end, we've got Eli Stowers, round 1 to 2 projection. And Dolphins are in need of a tight end. And I think he's from Vanderbilt. Looks like a pretty physical tight end. Kenyon Sadiq went, but we can make that work. We could also go offensive line, Chase Besantis from Texas A&M, but we want to just get other pieces to really help out this team. So Eli Stowers joins the Miami Dolphins. He was ranked 56th throughout, drafted him at number 43. These things happen. And now I think we might go with the defense again. We got two third-round picks. We could get a wide receiver. Zachariah Branch could fit this team. But I kind of also want to go defense, like I said. But I see Zion Young here from Missouri. He was a beast. So getting him, that would be a great depth for the team. He was eating at the Senior Bowl too. So he's number 45 in July, drafted at number 75. Because if it doesn't work with Mafe, we have this kid here. And then with our second pick in this third round, I think we could go for, if there's a quarterback available, then maybe. But Garrett Nussmeier, nah, not feeling that. Wide receiver. So they got Antonio Williams from Clemson, but he doesn't have the best release. Jeremy Bernard, he was kind of a beast at Alabama, just low key, So we could just get him, depth purposes. No real, I wouldn't say real value, but ranked 71 true value and drafted at 87. So it's a great depth wide receiver. And then we also have another pick in this third round. Wow. So we could honestly look to see if we could trade back. 2027, get a 3 and a 4 from the Bills. I honestly think that's kind of a bit of a steal, if you ask me. A bit of a steal to get 2 picks next year in that manner. And lots of teams have interest, so we're gonna trade back with the Bills. We're gonna get 2 picks for next year just for doing that. We also have the second pick in the 4th round. So it don't really matter that we moved on like that, right? Because now we could go for another position. And with that position, I honestly think we should go for an interior lineman. See if there's anything available. I'm not seeing anything, of course. I see Cage Casey. He doesn't seem too bad. So we'll pick him up in our 4th round. Ranks 165 true value, draft him at 98. Again, these things happen. But with the last pick in this draft, I think we might go another. I don't think we went a linebacker yet. I don't think we went for a linebacker. We don't have a will, I don't think. So Torian York from Texas A&M. We're going to pick him up. He gets to learn behind our guy. Rank 109, true value, drafting him at 107. And that's it for our draft. Draft recap. So Delane was a 77. Stowers was 72. Zion Young was a 72. Jeremy Bernard was a 71. Casey was a 67. York was a 69. Hurst was a 69. They got a center, Trezon the third, and also Nadam Tucker. So not a bad draft for first-year head coach Jeff Hafley. And I just realized that we didn't change his name. We just put Jeff Hafley as his first name, and then coach is the last name. So that's great. We're still waiting to move on from TYREEK Hill, but he's not in our future plans. So we just got to wait on that. But let's look at this lineup here. Let's look at this lineup. So Malik Willis, we're going to have to hope that you can hold it down for this season. But Cole Strange, whoa. Why would Casey be a starter over Cole Strange? What is going on here? What are they doing? Defense, what are we doing? So I know the Packers run a 4-3 now. So we're going to change that out of this 3-4 storm. We're going to change it to a 4-3. That is what they run. So we're only just going to need like 2 D tackles with, yeah, this works out for the D-line tremendously. And corners, Mansour Delane should definitely be higher. So we're going to put some edits, but we're going to go through the preseason. All right, so first preseason game is in the books. We got 5 sacks and an interception. But we ended up losing 23-17. So Quinn Ewers had 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, got sacked 5 times. Malik Willis was 3 for 7. Ollie Gordon, okay. Jalen Waddle, 6 catches, under 14 yards, 2 touchdowns. Obviously, he's a beast. And sacks. Braden Daniels, back at right tackle, gave up 3 sacks. That's awful. Zion Young had 3.5 sacks and 1 TFL, 9 tackles. Have a freaking day. For his first game in the NFL, that's unbelievable. Zach Sala also had a sack. Zion Young, you might have been a steal for us, our 3rd-round steal. Week 2 is against the Buccaneers, who have a great team, but, you know, it's the preseason. You can't really expect too much out of them, right? So we ended up losing 26-6. 1 new injury. Storm Duck. Oh, no. Broken ribs for the backup tackle. He was going to get cut anyways. But TYREEK Hill will also get cut soon, hopefully. And yeah, let's take a look at that game, how that went. I mean, we know it's going to be down year. So Quinn Ewers threw 2 picks. Malik Willis had a 52 passer rating, was 4 for 9, nothing crazy. We literally had like no sacks in this game, so that's great. Ted Hurst, okay, nothing too crazy. This guy gave up another sack and then ended up breaking his ribs. Zach Seiler did get a sack though, which is nice to see. So he's been a beast for us, no doubt. Then week 3 is against the Eagles. Malik Willis, again, it's just going to be a placeholder for the season. You know, just because he balled out, you know, followed Jeff Hafley, that sort of thing is the reason why we brought him to Miami. So we ended up losing this game too, 28-25. A closer game, though. I'd definitely say a closer game for sure. 25-28 loss, and he didn't play too bad. 1 touchdown, did throw a pick. They get sacked once, and so did Quinn Ewers. Kyle McCord threw a pick, and Jalen Hurts had an easy day against us. Their rushing attack had an easy day. Devon 18 had it easy. 6 catches, 98 yards for Malik Washington. And Romeo Dobbs, 3 catches, 54 yards. Jalen Waddle, okay, well, at least the guys were getting their touches. Kadeem Telford gave up a sack as well. And our defense got no sack. They got Joey Bosa. I still think that's insane. Isaiah Johnson, backup, got a pick. So we only got 4 players to move on from. We'll just practice squad Josh Prevey. Practice squad Andrew Meyer. Practice squad Zeke Biggers. And then Jeff Wilson. I didn't even realize you were on the team. Why are you guys on the team still? 1 new injury was picked up. And that was the backup Will, Jimmy Ciarlo, who broke his thumb. That's great. TYREEK Hill, we're still waiting to move on from him. We got to cut him at one point. I saw that the Falcons also drafted this guy, freaking Ty Simpson, which is unreal considering, like, they have Michael Penix. TYREEK Hill still coming back from injury. We've got the Dolphins week 1. Let's see how that game goes. So we had the Lions week 1 and ended up winning 21-18. That doesn't make any sense. How did we beat them? Malik Willis had 1 touchdown, 1 pick, 79 completion percentage, 104 passer rating, got sacked once. Devon 18 had a rushing touchdown, so did Ollie Gordon. Jalen Waddle went off. So did Romeo Doubs. Okay. So we beat the Lions. Chop Robinson had 3 sacks. Okay. He just balled up. I respect it. He had a hell of a game. All right, we'll definitely take that. And week 2 is against the Raiders. And then we ended up beating the Raiders in week 2. How? How are we 2-0? I did not expect a good start to the year for us, especially with beating the Lions. Aaron Rodgers signed with the Raiders. Yo, I literally predicted that before. I feel like he would go to the Raiders, but he got sacked 4 times. Malik Willis got sacked once. Did not throw a touchdown, but Ashton JT went off. But Ollie Gordon had a touchdown run. So did Malik Willis. Receiving, Trey Tucker went off. So did Tutu Atwell. 4 catches, 45 yards for Romeo Doubs. 3 catches, 44 yards for Jalen Waddle. Blocking, though. Sean Ryan. Oh, he went and followed the Packers. Or followed the Dolphins, huh? But lots of sacks, huh? 2 sacks for Seiler. 1 for Boy Mafe. Half sack for Kendon Sheffield and Tyrell Dotson. And no interception. So 2-0 to start the season. Let's see if we can move on from TYREEK yet. He's still battling injury. How are we going to get rid of him? Probably by the middle of the season, right? But if we go 3-0, that's going to be honestly pretty awesome. We ended up losing. Of course, we're going to lose to the Jets, 35-17. We lose a division matchup here, 17-35. Tua, wow. Revenge game against Tua. Tua has 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. Got sacked 3 times. Malik Willis had 1 touchdown, 2 picks, and got sacked 4 times. They drafted Mendoza, who's just going to be their backup. That's unbelievable. So Tua gets his revenge against us. Also gets a rushing touchdown. So we have 5 touchdowns against us. That's unreal. And our DBs were probably just getting cooked, to be honest. Patrick Paul, yeah. Defense was just getting cooked. Boy, Mafe had a sack and a half, though. Chop Robinson had a sack. Interesting. Jordan Brooks had a pick, though. Chidobe Awuzie, another guy we could have signed. All right, so Jets doing their thing. So that puts us at 2-1. We've got the Patriots, who are 1-2 at this point in the season. You know, they went to the Super Bowl, so they should probably get this lick back. But we ended up winning. We got our 3rd win. We won 20-14. All right. I don't know what's going on, but I'm just waiting so we can remove so we can get rid of Tyreek Hill. But 3-1 with Malik Willis as QB1. He had 2 touchdowns, 2 picks, and got sacked once. Drake May had 2 touchdowns, got sacked 3 times. All right, Romeo Doubs had a hell of a game. 7 catches, 148 yards, and 1 touchdown. Unbelievable. Let's see. No sacks given up either. So, again, it was Seiler, Mafe, and Jordan Brooks who handled business. So, 3-1, and we're facing the 0-4 Vikings. We're probably going to end up losing this game, though. But we have a matchup with the Jets. We would like to get that win back against them. Probably, hopefully put us at 4-2. But it depends on how this game against the Vikings go. I know they have 9. They got 9 over there. So let's see. Oh, we ended up winning that. So we're 4-1 at this point in the season, winning 18-17. So we're having a crazy start to the year, being 4-1. No one expected this out of the Dolphins. Malik Willis, 1 touchdown pass. He got sacked 3 times. But J.J. McCarthy also got sacked 3 times, 2 touchdown passes. Alec Ingold had a rushing touchdown. Jeremy Bernard actually had 4 catches, 70 yards. So he's coming to his own here, which is awesome to see. And just a little bit of sacks given up here and there, but not too bad. Zion Young had 2 sacks. Okay. Chop Robinson had a sack as well. Wow. So our D ends have been getting to the quarterback, which is great to see. And we got the Jets, who are 2-3. They gave us our one and only loss in the season. And we've also got 11 players ready to negotiate. So Devon Achane, he definitely has to come back big time. Give him a 5-year deal. We get Devon Achane back. Minkah Fitzpatrick, I'll think about it. Same with Jordan Brooks. Tyreek Hill, we got to somehow figure out how to remove him. Tyrell Dotson, definitely get a deal back for you because you're a beast. Juju Brents, no. Aaron Brewer, that's who has to come back. And he's at a superstar level right now. He does not like the offer we gave him. Okay, that's cool. $125 million cap available. Juju Brents, I think for depth purposes, why not? I think we'd like him. So we get him back. Jeff Hafley likes to develop these DBs. Jordan Brooks, you know, you get to teach Torian York. So what's 3 more years gonna? You need a bigger offer. Okay, but if we win a Super Bowl, you'll join back, right? And then, yeah, same thing, Aaron Brewer. So we got the Jets, who are 2-3. Then we have the bye. If we're 5-1 at the bye, we're 4-2. Either way, it's a successful start to the year. We ended up losing. So Jets have our number. We lost 17-13. We cannot beat Tua for some reason. 2 L's to the Jets. Who would have thought? Mendoza actually got the start. Malik Willis got sacked 5 times too. Mendoza got the start. Devon 18's Devon 18. Defense, Jamian Sherwood. Yeah, they were having a field day. Kenneth Grant had a sack though. Chop Robinson and Zion Young both had half sacks. All right, interesting. So 4-2 at the bye, definitely performing better than expected. At this point, can we move on from Tyreek Hill? We still cannot, dude. He's still out. I feel so wrong just like waiting to just like release the guy. But Minkah Fitzpatrick, could we get a pick out of him? I feel like he's been traded around so much. And he's gonna want a contract extension, but he's not feeling us for whatever the reason. That's gonna be our reasoning for why we move on from him. Bills would love to get Minkah. We could get Spencer Brown from the Bills. We could get Zach Allen, Devin Bush, Wando Robinson. We don't need a wide receiver. Eagles giving up Cooper DeJean is not likely at all. Pass rusher and KT. Now, I could see the Giants doing that because they have a lot of pass rushers, but we're not going to do it. A running back? They're going to give up Josh Jacobs for Minkah? That's not realistic at all. D lineman, Kevin Dotson, a safety here. We're going to need a safety, but yeah, no. I think the only reasonable trade we could do is for Spencer Brown. And they give us a second of next year, a third of 2028, 2/3. Wow. The cap hit's going to be much, but Spencer Brown. The thing is, Austin Jackson hasn't been bad, though. Austin Jackson has not been bad for us. But if we could get like a young safety out of him, that could work with me. Calais Ringo, huh? Calais Ringo from the Eagles. Anyone have a safety? Kevin Byard, Geno Stone. $21 million for Geno Stone is a bit much. Ronnie Hickman or Cole Bishop. Let's ask him for Cole Bishop or Ronnie Hickman. Tyrell Dotson, you guys are crazy. Dolphins, they want to give us a 4 and a 7. We have an extra 4th round pick, so we could do that. Honestly, we could do that. We'll trade for Ronnie Hick. Austin Jackson, what? Like, how many sacks have you given up this year? He's only given up 3. Like, so does it really make sense to move on from him, though? Like, that's the other thing. Like, do we need to? Because I'd rather just, like, trade him straight up. I'd rather just trade Minkah straight up for some picks. Minkah for some picks. Like, I would like to get Spencer Brown, but nah, we'll just do it straight up for some picks, man. Any team that wants to give him up, we'll gladly do it. Maybe the Saints. Jonas Sanker. We send him to the Saints. Let's see if we get extra picks out of him. Got a 2 or 3 or 4 and Jonas Sanker. They make the deal official. All right, we send him over there. We have to cut one player. And I honestly would be Braden Daniels because that guy gave up way too many sacks. So, new safeties on the team. Minkah gets traded. We get some depth for moving on from him. Just because we don't have to pay him. That's the real reason, so we don't have to pay him. And Jonas Sanker, we get a younger safety. And at free safety, we have Ronnie Hickman, which is going to be an interesting experiment. But we move on, and we do our thing. I think that's a good move at the bye. We let Minkah go. Be a problem elsewhere. But the last person we have to move on from is literally TYREEK Hill, and he's still injured. We got the Dolphins or Patriots who are 1-5. Could we win this game? No, for some reason we're probably gonna lose and be 4-3 and be questioning ourselves. So, yep, no goals completed. Wow, no goals completed. Yep, we lost 27-8. I called it. I literally called it. That must have been a porous game from us. We're on a 2-game losing streak, lost 8-27. Drake May bounced back. Wow, running back, 10 carries, 26 yards. We got shut down. Demario Douglas went off against us. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Going off against us is not a good sign. So, all right. 4-3 against the 3-5 Bengals. Let's see. If we lose this too, the momentum has died. The momentum has died, ladies and gents. We lost 31-10. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. But, TYREEK Hill, you finally get cut. We are released Tyreek Hill. Thank you very much for your service, my boy. But everyone's morale is going down. It's perfect that you left at this point of the season. And with us moving on from Tyreek Hill, we could just sign a... I know he's going to get picked up immediately. But we're going to sign a tight end to backup. Foster Moreau, throw you onto the team. You'll be the backup tight end, of course. And honestly, let's just sim to the end of the season. All right, we ended up going 5-12. I knew the season would go, like, I knew 4-1 was too good to be true. We ended up going 5-12 to finish off the year. Malik Willis, 14 touchdowns, 9 picks. Quinn Ewers ended up coming in, getting some playing time as well. 8 touchdowns, 5 picks. We need a quarterback. Devon Achane had 4 fumbles, so he needs to work on that. Jalen Waddle, 1,100 yards, 3 touchdowns. Romeo Dobbs is great, but then it's just a big drop-off. A huge drop-off. Austin Jackson, we had high hopes. Then you gave up 13 sacks, bro. Yikes. Just yikes. Jordan Brooks led the team in tackles. Sacks. Boy Mafia at 8.5. Zion Young had 7.5. Chop Robinson at 8.5. Okay. So, DNs, we have something to work with. But only 3 interceptions as a defense. So, the rebuild continues. So, the Packers end up losing to the Falcons, who are the #1 seed. Just 48-13. These guys have been just putting up buckets. Meanwhile, the Broncos, as a 7 seed, have just been, they beat the Bills, the Jags, and the freaking Ravens to go to the Super Bowl. So that's unbelievable. So Broncos, Falcons can win their first Super Bowl in history if they take this dub. That's unreal. That's unreal. I mean, we still have high hopes, of course. I don't think we're in a great spot. I think we're in a great spot. Just getting that QB1 is, I think, the biggest concern here. Season recap, yeah, Falcons end up winning. Yeah, he just went unbelievable, bro. Like, #1 seed, Ty Simpson won Super Bowl MVP, NFL MVP, Offensive Rookie of the Year. He just won, and he won Offensive Player of the Year. He won every single award possible. What did he do this season? 49 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. Almost 5K passing yards with also 5 rushing touchdowns on top of it. With having Bijan. He had Darnell Mooney and Calvin Austin, both 2,000-yard receivers. Drake London had 11 touchdowns. Calvin Austin had 15. Holy crap. It had to be the defense. Defense had to be crazy. Jelon Walker, 13.5 sacks. James Pierce, 10 sacks. DJ Jones, 9 sacks. Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Ty Simpson was on something. He was 100% on something, but that's okay. We could have drafted him, but, hey, we didn't want to. We didn't want to. So now it's our time to shine. We got 10 players ready to negotiate. Jordan Brooks, Chop Robinson, we're gonna pick up your option. You showed us promise. Aaron Brewer, team friendly. No, let's give you a very player friendly deal. We get him back. You know, a star center. Glad to get him back. Ronnie Hickman. So we did trade for you. You did have like 1 pick. You're not gonna be a big hit to us cap wise, and you want to leave. Okay, he wants to leave. Austin Jackson, give up 13 sacks. Honestly, I think we'll let him walk. We'll let him walk. I don't know why Mariota's on the team. I guess Mariota's on the team for, like, veteran leadership. Like, I don't know why else they would put him onto the squad. But veteran leadership with also having Quinn Ewers, I guess. We could just do that. And then Jordan Brooks. He did lead the team in tackles, but we have Torian York that we could honestly let develop. So Jordan Brooks, we're going to let him walk. We're going to let him walk. We're going to let him walk. So our biggest need will be right tackle, apparently. But free agents, ooh, Brian Branch has all the interest in the world of joining us for some odd reason. And he would be a scheme fit, too. Brian Branch could be nice for us, but we're going to need a quarterback. But we're probably going to have to pick him up in the draft because I don't see us doing anything else. Let's see. Luke Musgrave has interest in joining us. He could be the #2 behind Eli Stowers. That could work out. Patrick Paul, I'm a big fan of keeping him, so we're going to let him rock. Center position, we have our guy, Aaron Brewer, so he's going to stay there. Right guard, we just have Cole Strange being there, but we could make some competition and get Osiris Terrence. Osiris Terrence could be at that right guard position, have that challenge there. Right tackle, Colton McKivitz, a 1-year deal. I think I could work with that. Like, I don't see nothing wrong with that. Nose tackle position, I think we're pretty set there. We got lots of guys here that can handle business. Lots of guys for sure. Inside linebacker, now we could just get some depth here. We could get a guy to back up Jaynarc who gets to take over the reins of the defense. And I want to go for Brian Branch, honestly. He has all the interest in the world in joining us, so why not give him a deal? Why not? We get a top-tier player like him. Let's do it. That works with me. We just used our eval offers. And we could also get ourselves a long snapper. That's probably what we're missing. Our biggest concern right now is a long snapper. We got Hogan Haddon. We don't have one. We could give him a 3-year deal. Boom. And let's go to my signings. So, damn. Brian Branch has not joined us. And he signed with the Texans. How are you going to show all this interest in the world and not sign with us? That makes 0 sense. But, okay. You do you, Chief. You do you. Free safety. Kevin Byard has interest. Maybe we could just sign Kevin Byard for just a season. He could, like, learn. Oh, no. He could teach the youngins. And in strong safety, we have Jonas Singer that we did trade for. So, all right. We have a lot of money. We have a lot of money. That's the other thing. We have a lot of money, so we could extend guys. We could also potentially trade for guys too. But I think we should release one of these quarterbacks. I think we should release Malik Willis. We take a penalty of releasing him. It's just gonna be a quarterback battle, honestly. Quarterback battle. They're like, hey, Dolphins said it themselves too that they will keep assessing for quarterback as long as they need to. So that's just what we're gonna do. Let's look at a mock draft here. Let's look at a mock draft. Jeremiah Smith, Dolphins. Apparently we go DJ Lagway. Interesting. We go DJ Lagway. Huh. Oh. Let's go to another. We go Lenore Sellers here. Another mock draft has us going Lenore Sellers. Has us going. Oh, mock draft says we trade. Interesting. We trade back and go for Dante Moore. You know, this is interesting. This is interesting. A lot could happen here. Let's go to the draft. I'm excited. All right. With our pick, 5th, Jeremiah Smith goes 1. Dylan Stewart, Diaz, all that is there. All right. So, before we go into this draft, we're going to look at our team. Quarterback, we got 3 of them, right? And our depth chart shows that quarterback is definitely a need. Running back is not a need. Wide receivers, we have enough guys to make it work. Tight end, we got Luke Musgrave, newbie onto the team. That's great. We also got Colton McKivitz. So, we got some offensive line that could help out. Cage Casey gets the start over Jonas Saviano now. Aaron Brewer is Aaron Brewer. He's going to keep rocking there. Right guard, we could upgrade that, but we did end up getting Osiris Terrence, so he's going to be the new starter. And right tackle, Colton McKivitz joining the team, I think was a great pickup for us. And he's going to help us out tremendously, hopefully. Right edge, Boy Mafe and Zion Young will be here handling business. D-line still needs some work, but inside linebacker position, we end up getting Drew Sanders. So Drew Sanders will back up Torian York. I think corners, Mansour Delane is going to stay there. Corners will definitely need a number 2 to get. Free safety, we ended up getting Kevin Byard, so we're going to get that veteran to help out the back end with these DBs, which honestly is a good choice for us. And we got a new long snapper with Hogan Haddon. So that position is solidified. So, yeah. Our pick should be a quarterback. But I want to move back. I mean, I can't keep trading with the Bills. Like, that's one thing. I can't keep trading with them. If we could move back and not get like a good pick for moving back, then I'd do it. But it doesn't seem that people want to give us a good pick for this draft. So we're looking for a quarterback here. DJ Lagway's here. Dante Moore's here, 2 to 3 projection. I think we go DJ Lagway. A deep accuracy, A medium accuracy, B short accuracy, A under pressure. I think we'll go him. Dolphins get their quarterback of the future. Ranked number 7 true value. Drafted him at number 5. DJ Lagway, welcome to the team. All right. Second round is here. We have 2 picks in the second round as well. And with this, we can honestly We could either trade back or just get a steal here. We got Caden Durham, 8th fastest running back. There's also Nate Frazier. He's probably pretty fast. Yeah, he's the fastest running back available as well. And now we did extend Devon Achane, but we like to have that 1-2 punch, right? So that could work too. Carter Smith, I think as a second-round tackle, is not a bad option at all. Now, D-tackle could also be a position we look at. There's a guy here, Williams Waynieri, who we could just keep developing. Linebacker situation, there's Jack Stockton. So, see Jack Stockton, we could pick him up. Honestly, best player available, pick him up. Might as well. Oh, 104 true talent. Eee. That was a reach. It was a reach. Did not mean to reach. D-tackle went. We have a 3rd-round pick, but I don't know. Should I go for that left tackle? Nate Frazier also went as well. That left tackle is available. Carter Smith, he's sitting here. We could develop him. He's a long-term projection, of course. So we're going to pick him up. We're going to pick him up. I don't feel too comfortable with Kadeem Telford, so we did reach there too. But with this 3rd-round pick, I think we could go with the D-tackle position. That's what I think we could go with, the D-tackle position, and see if that could help us out. Let's see, D-tackle. Brett Randolph is here, round 2 to 3 projection. He's got C's all over the board, but yeah, he's not going to be that great, honestly. Now that I think about it, C's all over the board isn't really a good look either. So, honestly, I think I'm going to trade these picks away in the 3rd round. 2027, 2027, 2028, 2027. Just give me 2028. 2nd-round pick. Y'all want to give us a 2nd-round pick? Hold on. Who else is giving 2nd rounds? I'll give a second. Yo, Packers, y'all giving me a 2nd-round pick for this pick? All right, that works with me. Yeah, I could take that pick too. And then we'll go to our next pick and trade that back as well. They did that for a wide receiver. Wow. They did that for a wide receiver. And now with our pick, move back. They're giving us a 2nd of next year. You know, giving us 2nd straight up for a 3rd is kind of crazy. Yeah, we'll trade with the Chargers. Get their 2nd-round pick. I mean, I'll take it, though. Then we also have one more pick, too. So we're just literally fulfilling 2nd-round picks. We have 4 picks in this freaking in this freaking draft, apparently. 2027, 4th and 6th, and then they give us a 3rd of next year. I'll take another 2nd if anyone's willing to give it up. No, they're not. So we'll trade with the Bills. Bills are our trade partners for some reason. And then now I'll let the CPU handle the rest of the draft. Draft recap. DJ Lagway happened to be an 80. Will was 72. Carter Smith was 74. We ended up drafting a cornerback in the 3rd round who was 75. We got some backups, lots of depth here, which is honestly great for us. And I feel like this upcoming season will be our best one yet. We've done the rebuild. We've built the team up. I think we're ready for business. All right, first preseason game, we ended up winning 10-7 against the Cowboys. DJ Lagway did throw a pick in his first game. Malik Willis threw 1 touchdown. Ollie Gordon had 18 carries, 64 yards. Luke Musgrave at 8 catches, 60 yards, so he wants to be tight end number 2. You know, got to respect it. Got to respect the effort. And Larry Borum, so backups pretty much gave up sacks, so. But as long as it wasn't a starter, his boy Mafe had a sack and a half, so Zion Young, yo, these guys, they mean business. Our D-line gets to the QB. That's what I like to see. Week 2 against the Falcons. Oh, Super Bowl champs. Oh, that's going to be a problem, dude. They're going to be annoying. Watch. Hopefully our rookie quarterback has a sensational year like Ty Simpson did. But we ended up losing this game as well. So we're 0-2 to start the season. Or no, we're 1-2. 1-1. Michael Penix played a lot. Malik Willis. Yo, damn. DJ Lagway. 9 for 19. Didn't play too well. Franchise QB. And just getting harassed pretty much. That's a bit disappointing. But at least Siler, at least we were able to get to the QB. I guess that's the silver lining. We got the Rams. This is DJ Lagway's last game to kind of prove to us that he deserves to be QB1, or we'd have to throw in Malik Willis. He needs to perform well. And we ended up winning this game, got 20 first downs. We won 24-19. Again, that's against the Rams team that has a very vaunted pass rushing unit. DJ Lagway had 3 touchdowns. Yeah, see, I knew he was going to bounce back, especially against Matthew Stafford. I knew he would bounce back from that. Took no sacks either. Puka just had a field day. Jalen Waddle did nice. Romeo Dobbs. And we had no one apparently give up sacks. But Zion Young, 1 sack. Yeah, dude. Zion Young, Chop Robinson, and Boy Mafe. Those guys mean literal business. But we got 22 players to cut, and one of them being Keon Smith. Another one being Kadeem Telford. Josh Preby. We could just cut you, to be honest. Andrew Meyer, you could get cut too. Tanner McLachlan is a 3rd tight end. He could get cut. Jordan Colbert, I guess practice squad, just because that's a thing we could do for you. Practice squad for him. CJ Ravenel will cut you. Ratcliffe, I don't even know who you are. I'll practice squad you though. Same thing with Ciarlo. Marcus Mariota, he's a bench quarterback. We're going to lose money for cutting him, but it's what it is. We thought we needed you. Marvin Jones Jr., practice squad. J. Michael Hasty, we definitely don't need you. We have enough running backs. And then Husky goes into practice squad. Nadam Tucker, he goes to practice squad too. We got mad people to move on from. Jason Logan goes into practice squad. Andre Carter, we've had just mad depth for some reason of D edges, so you're gone. Zeke Biggers, another practice squad year for you. Devontae Ross, it's pretty fast. He's bench wide receiver. I don't know. I think we could keep him for now. Chuck Barton will be in the practice squad. Kendall Sheffield, he's 31 years old, but he's a bench cornerback now. We're going to cut him. Jordan Phillips, Zach Seiler, they're saying for us to cut. Nah, he's got 1 more year to being our D tackle 1. Jordan Phillips gets to stay. Taj Washington gets to stay. Kobe King will get to the practice squad. Caleb Hutchins, practice squad. You, 1 more person gets to move on, and that'll be Stephen McDonald, who goes to the practice squad. So, season is here. Let's go to the middle of it. All right, middle of the season's here. We are currently 3-4. Okay. You know, for a rookie season, it's not too bad. Our offense is ranked 5th in the NFL. DJ Lagway's 5th in passing yards. 10 touchdowns, 4 picks, 69 completion percentage. All right, not bad. Devon A-Chain is not doing too bad. 4 touchdowns for DJ Lagway, running the ball as well. Jalen Waddle's our lead receiver, so receivers are definitely getting their touches here. We're not giving up that many sacks, which is nice to see. 7.5 sacks for Boy Mafe, 4 for Zach Seiler, 4 for Zion Young, 2 for Chop Robinson. So Mansour Delane and OJ Frederick both are getting interceptions, which is great to see. See if anyone has any touchdowns on the year. No touchdowns defensively, but 3-4. All right, I'm not too mad about that. Let's keep it going. We've got the Jags who are 2-4. Let's sim to the end of the season. All right, last game of the season. Apparently we won. Oh, we go 8-9. All right, that only means that we're going up from here. DJ Lagway, 23 touchdowns, 12 picks. Not a bad rookie season. Devon A-Chain, the 1,000 yards. The fumbling is an issue, but 1,000 yards for Jalen Waddle, 800 yards for Malik Washington, along with 13 touchdowns. Casey gave up 11 sacks, but not bad. Boy Mafe had 11.5 sacks. I saw that 6.5. 8.5 for Zion Young, so 5 from Chop Robinson. So 5 picks from both Frederick and Delane. These guys are showing promise. They're showing promise. I feel like we're right there. We're like literally right there. Let's see what everyone's overall is at this point of the year. 88 overall DJ Lagway. He's showing us that he's the future. Love to see that. Offensive line is showing us lots of promise too. So I think one more go round will be elite. Frederick goes to an 87. 3rd round steal. Wow. Let's keep at it. And yeah, we're right there, I swear. Pro Bowl roster is here. And this time I wanted to see if any of our guys had made it, but doesn't look likely. Defense, Willie Gay Jr. made it. Terrell Bernard? I thought we had him. No, he's the Will. Mansour Delane made it, and Frederick. So we had 2 Pro Bowl corners make it. Both had 5 picks apiece. So, all right. So we got some lockdown DBs. You know, we got a defensive-minded head coach, so it only makes sense. And yeah, I mean, maybe one more star on defense could be the trick, but maybe offensively too. We've got a Niners-Ravens Super Bowl matchup, or a rematch actually. And that results in also, I wonder who would also get Offensive Rookie of the Year. Hopefully Lagway, because he showed a lot of promise. And putting a lot on him in a rookie season gives us a lot to go. Tyreek Hill retires, and so does Matt Stafford. Lamar Jackson and the Ravens ended up winning the Super Bowl. Lamar Jackson won Super Bowl MVP. Michael Parsons won Defense Player of the Year. Offensive Rookie of the Year went to Sam Leavitt and the Colts. That's unbelievable. Matt Stafford won NFL MVP and retired. Wow. So, we are now into third year of this rebuild. We've got 13 players ready to negotiate. Patrick Paul, left tackle. He's asking for $69 million. But the thing is, he hasn't been bad. Oh, we also drafted Carter Smith, though. We drafted Carter Smith in the second round. We might as well work with him. Kenneth Grant, we're going to pick up his option. Boy Mafe, dude, I think I got to let him walk. He's going to get a lot of interest, though. Kadar Kohu, we're going to let you go. Malik Washington, you got 13 touchdowns. But I think we're looking for a star wide receiver now. I think we're at that point. Colton McKivitz, I forgot we gave him just a one-year deal. He didn't do too bad, so let's see if we give him another 1 year. So, get him back with another 1 year. We don't let him hit the free agent market. Larry Borum as a backup. He's going to test free agency, so looks like we're going to have to look for the future for that position. And our kicker, Eddie Pinheiro, maybe we could upgrade a kicker too. We gave him 2 years, so all right. I'm interested to see who's in this free agent class. I really am. I mean, hopefully we could get a star wide receiver. We already have Jalen Waddle. We already have Romeo Dobbs. Let's see if there's a beast. And there isn't. We'll get Will Record. Get a star kicker. We have a franchise quarterback. So, Troy Franklin. Troy Franklin also has interest in joining us. We have Jeremy Bernard, but Troy Franklin wouldn't be too bad. Huh. Tight end. I don't know why it says we need a tight end. We got Eli Stowers. So this offensive line. So we let Patrick Paul walk, but we have a guy. We have Carter Smith here. And we could get Wanya Morris to be his backup. Right tackle. Unless there's a young piece available, there is not. Yeah, I'm going to just keep the same guy here. We could get a guy to develop. Left edge. We don't need anyone. D tackle. We're honestly pretty set. Zach Seiler, I'm honestly thinking about moving on from him. Right edge, we let Mafe walk too. So we're going to let Zion Young and Chop Robinson be the focal point of our pass rush now. Hopefully that doesn't bite us in the tail. Cornerback too, we have Frederick, Mansour, and Juju Brents. I think we're all set there. Free safety, so it looks like Kevin Byard retired. So Evan Williams, you don't want to join us? Okay, that's cool. So we'll get Malik Mustafa to hold it down. Malik Mustafa will be the new guy here. We just keep getting new safeties all the time. I see Javon Bullard. Huh. What if we got him and made him the slot corner and have OJ? Honestly, we're going to go for Javon Bullard. If we can pick him up, that could be a steal for us. It could be a major steal for our team. And at punter, we're set here, right? Yeah, we have Jake Bailey still. All right, let's eval offers. Javon Bullard would like to join, Jeff Halfley. So let's see our signings. See if we got blessed. See if it worked out in our favor. Top 100, no. We'll do another eval offers again. No. One more time. We'll do it one more time. Damn. So Javon Bullard, huh? You just went to the Saints. Okay. All right. I got to respect it. You want to go to the Saints? You feel like you would be a better fit there? Do your thing, player. That's no problem. We'll just get Marquise Bell. We'll get him to back us up for now. All right. That's how they were feeling. So let's go to the draft. All right. So our pick is here. They're thinking D-edge. We don't need a quarterback. So quarterback is not our biggest concern now, which is finally a blessing to say that we could say that. I think a wide receiver could go a long way. Elijah Burris, playmaker, 16th in speed, though. There's also Travis Smith Jr. He's got 8 catch in traffic, 4th fastest wide receiver. I feel like either way, we can't go wrong with either of these guys. So I want to get the guy who could have better catching. And this guy, Travis Smith Jr. from Tennessee. Hopefully we didn't reach. If it's a reach, it is what it is. Ranked 21 true value. Drafted him at number 14. All right. Second round, now I feel like we can look at that tackle position because we got a couple of second round picks now. We got a couple of them. So I hope that there's there's enough players for us to pick here. Well, yeah, we've got 3 picks in the second round. Keelan Russell, they're gonna keep showing us these quarterbacks. Oh, offensive line is not looking too great. That's left, so it's not a strong class this year for the offensive line, unfortunately. But Kelvin Smith, we get a backup D edge. We like to keep bumping up the defense, including pass rushers. So, all right, not bad. So we get a D edge and him, Kelvin Smith. I guess a free safety could work. A free safety could possibly work here, but let's see if we could trade our picks. So 2028, they want to give us. I want to get some picks for next year. If you give us a pick for next year, 5th and a 6th and a 7th, I want to see some 2029s here. Ooh, 2 second-round picks. Okay, Jags, y'all really trying to bump up your team, huh? So we're gonna let the simulation handle the rest of the draft. Draft recap is here. So that wide receiver was 76, that D edge was 74. We got a safety was a 75, another safety was a 73. Some depth. We had lots of we have lots of picks like every season. So this is great. Let's go into the middle of the season. Middle of the season, we're actually 4-3, which is way better than I expected. And we're facing the Jets, who are also 4-3. DJ Lagway has 12 touchdowns, 2 picks, so he's definitely took another step into his young career. Second year as being QB1. Devon Achane has to work on these fumbles. Romeo Doubs has been our lead receiver, 503 yards, 3 touchdowns. And we haven't given up that many sacks, which is nice to see. Defensively, interceptions, we got Frederick with 2. 2.5 sacks for Chop Robinson, 1.5 for Zion Young. Yeah, we're 4-3. Our defense isn't getting to the QB. What's going on here? Offense is ranked 17th. Defense is ranked 15th. If we don't change something up, this might turn out pretty bad for us. So, but we're going to send to the end of the season. Hopefully we could keep this momentum going. I mean, look at the offense. The offense is literally a freaking machine. So they should handle business, right? Defensively, these guys, are both at 80s. Should be doing even way more. Frederick is also injured, which sucks. But we have Juju Brents and Marshall Jr. And we got this safety you drafted was just a steal, I guess. So hopefully D-line can continue to get some pressure. I don't know why they don't. I feel like we put the team in good position. Yeah, you guys are D-edges that should be able to get to the quarterback, but we will see. So end of the season, hopefully we clutch up. End of the season, Coach Jeff Hathley. They won the game. Hopefully we made the playoffs. To 11-6. I'll take it. We were the 3rd seed, facing off the Bills, who were the 6th seed. This should be a fun one. Packers are 1 seed over there. Offense ranked 17th. DJ Lagway propels the Dolphins to a postseason appearance. Defense finished top 10. DJ Lagway had 29 touchdowns, 2 picks. This guy didn't throw a pick since the middle of the season. Devon Achane, 1,100 yards, 12 touchdowns. He also did not fumble as much as he has in previous years. Romeo Doubs hit 1,000 yards for the first time in his career. Unreal. Unfreaking real. 9.5 sacks for Kenneth Grant, 4 for Chop Robinson, 8 for Zion Young. And Willie Gay had 4. So pass rush still a bit weird, but we made the playoffs going 11-6, and we have a big time matchup here against the Bills. All right. We ended up winning 17-14. Ended up beating the Bills, beating Josh Allen and company, letting another season of Bills Nation be upset. Josh Allen did end up throwing a pick that ended up sealing the game away. DJ Lagway threw a touchdown pass, and rushing attack was pretty much non-existent. But Devon Achane was definitely the MVP of this game, and Torian York got his first interception, I feel. So that's a steal for us, and we're on to the divisional. Dolphins fans haven't had much to smile about, and they've got to win against the Bills, their first playoff win in years, and now they're in the divisional facing off against the Steelers. We have Eli Holston, and big field goal kick. We're down 3-7. Defense gets a stop. Good thing we signed Will Record. 3-7. We are up 10-7. Defense gets another stop. 2 in the drill to get some points. We get nothing. Let's see if our defense can keep holding it down. They do. Red zone alert. 17-7 lead. Oh, Steelers end up getting a score. If we get some points on this, we ended up taking it up. 17-14. Dolphins. Miami Dolphins are in a conference championship. DJ Lagway did not throw a touchdown pass, but I had a higher completion percentage than Eli Holston. He didn't throw a pick either. Rushing attack, it was Devon Achane who had a rushing touchdown, and DJ Lagway as well. We shut down their rushing attack because they didn't do anything. DK Metcalf had a field day, but besides from that, though, and Aaron Brewer's been giving up sacks. I don't know why. Derek Carmen was having a field day. We didn't even have any sacks defensively, but we somehow won this game, and we're on to the conference championship. All right, so we're home facing the Kansas City Chiefs. This sucks. I already know how this is going to go. Against Patrick Mahomes and company, they're going to go up 14-0. Unless DJ Lagway could get a score here. Yes, they ended up getting a score. Defense gets another stop. Oh, offense goes down the field. Okay. Damn. Okay. 21-14 in the fourth quarter. Defense gets another stop. Defense. They ended up scoring. DJ Lagway, can he get a drive to win? 21-21. Big end of the game score. Overtime alert. We need a score. Defense. Oh my gosh, we ended up losing in overtime, bro. We was right there. DJ Lagway went toe-to-toe with the king of everything, Patrick Mahomes. 3 touchdowns from both of them. DJ Lagway had the game of his life. But Jeremiah Love just went crazy on us. 12 carries, 136 yards. His longest carry was 100 yards, bro. Rashee Rice also turned up against us as well. Damn. Jalen Waddle had 2 catches, 97. Yo, we were 1 game away from a Super Bowl. It looked promising too. Wow. 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 Chop Robinson and Zion Young came alive as well. Wow. To lose 1 game away from the Super Bowl. Damn, Dolphins fans. That's a big blow. We had that. We literally had that, man. How could they do us like that? Madden simulation, we was right there. 1 game away at Hard Rock Stadium. Y'all couldn't give us the win. Mansour Delane dislocated his knee in the process. Wow. We got extended. That's cool. That's great. Like, but being 1 game away, that blows. I mean, the rebuild was a success. We're back in business, but 1 game away, not making it, and it's gonna be Giants Chiefs. And Pro Bowlers, obviously not DJ Lagway, who had 29 touchdowns, 2 picks on the year. Okay. Eli Holston, though, the guy we beat, makes it. Devon Achane makes it. Our fullback makes it. Receivers, none of our guys. Offensive line, none of our offensive linemen. D-line, Kenneth Grant makes it. That's great to see. Willie Gay Jr. makes it as well. Cornerbacks, none of our guys again. Wow, the disrespect to our team is real. That's unbelievable. I feel like we were right there, and Madden decided not to let us be blessed to go all the way. I think we've shown a lot of promise. We've shown teams we mean business. I kind of want to see the recap, see if we got any awards. Maybe we got Coach of the Year because Jeff Hathley just made this a well-oiled machine. Made this defense actually really good, too. Chop Robinson and Zion Young, they just get a lot of pressure, but it works out. But we had nothing Dolphins related, and Chiefs win another Super Bowl. Fourth Super Bowl for Patrick Mahomes. Amazing. While Quentin Nelson retires, and so does Vita Vea. This is unbelievable. We have $217 million available, though, in cap space. So we got to capitalize on DJ Lagway's rookie contract. He's a 98 overall now. Jeez. 98 overall. Yeah, he's him. He's literally him. But yeah, I mean, in another world, they definitely would have probably won that Super Bowl. But hey, we're just gonna have to take it as it is. Ladies and gents, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Make sure post noties are on. I'll catch you guys in the next one. And remember, you got to be Fiend Succeed. Peace.